Hello everyone, it's your boy Minato here, and today we're going to actually be taking a look at basically the A and B ticket banners and the Memorial Dragon Stones for the 350 million download celebration. So we did get confirmation in the news both on Global and JP that we are getting the Memorial Dragon Stones, which will mean that you're going to be able to basically trade your Memorial Dragon Stones for certain units or use them for just tickets. So we're going to be going in depth between both of these ticket banners that are available, which ones you should probably prioritize outside of depending what you specifically need for your box, and what characters you could potentially choose for Memorial Dragonstone if you would like to choose a specific character, which ones I would say are particularly worth choosing a character for. So let's go ahead and just take a look here firstly at the details. So thank you again to the boy Air Dokkan for this news right here. So Air Dokkan did confirm that the period considered for the countdown of the Memorial Dragon Stones to be delivered is from August 21st of 2020, 8 CET, to August 22nd of 2021 to 7:59 CET, which is Central Time. So this is going to be here, basically, right here. Up to here, basically, is when you'll be able to use stones to get the Memorial Dragon Stones. Remember, for every 50 stones used, you get one Memorial Dragon Stone, and that goes all the way up to here. And if we take a look at the quote retweets, Air does also confirm that they will be delivered from August 26th. So right here, when the actual celebration basically starts, is when you do get the Memorial Dragon Stones. Now keep in mind, guys, the Memorial Dragon Stones are not all sent out at once to every single person. In the previous years that have been sent out based off of your ID. So in a week from now, if you're watching this video and you're like, where's my stones? Don't worry, they're going to be there, especially if you have like a... It depends on if they go low to up, like 0 to 9 or 9 to 0. It depends on which way they go. But if you don't get them immediately, chill. Now, there's one thing to consider, is that technically you may not even get them at all. But that's only if you have been confirmed to violate the terms of service previously. So, you know, I know people before did not get their Memorial Dragon Stones. I know people who did still, you know, mod the game, violate quote-unquote the terms of service, also got the Memorial Dragon Stones. So, I mean, we'll see how things pan out. I don't think they're going to necessarily ban anyone. But, I mean, if you don't really actually get the actual Memorial Dragon Stones and everyone's already gotten theirs, it's most likely a chance that they think that you did violate the terms of service. So that's why you're not actually going to go ahead and unfortunately get that Memorial Dragon Stone. But other than that, I mean, again, if you just play the game normally, you don't have to really worry about that whatsoever. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop in. So there's again an A banner and a B banner. Now people are confused why the banners are split. The reason there's two separate banners is Zed and me were talking about it a little earlier. But essentially, there's probably two banners because there's so many units now that's on these banners. Like if you look here, this featured banner right here has 37 featured cards, and then this banner right here has 38 featured cards. So in total, that's what, 70, I'm trying to think of the actual number. That's 75 featured cards in total. That's a lot of featured units. They probably don't want to have banners with that many featured units. It's going to dilute the pool way too much. So it's actually better if you want specific units for these banners to be separate. The only downside would be as if, you know, say like you want Android 13, but you also want Kefla or something. Just as an example. It would suck because you will have to split your tickets. But overall, I think if you want, especially if one of these banners have a lot of units that you need, it is good to go ahead and focus out on it. Especially since, like, for example, like, let's say, like, Tech Exchange, Blue Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta are here, and then Goku and Gotenks are here, Zamasu's here, Trunks is here. So, like, if you focus on, like, really one dual Dokkan Fest, or, like, one specific type of dual Dokkan Fest, and say, like, you focus on, like, super class banners a lot, or something, and you have a lot of Trunkses, but you don't have Zamasu rainbowed, they kind of built in that fashion, I would say. So, that's why, you know, some people may have, oh, I need a lot of units from here, but not this one, you know, that's an example why. I would say at face value, if we just look at the units featured here, I'm sure you guys could tell this Tech Ultimate Gohan banner just looks better. This Gohan is definitely better than Blue Cow Ken. Gotenks is better than Boo. This was cooler on this banner, you know, like this guy, and this guy have aged really poorly. I feel like Kefla is honestly not really aging that good. This guy is still pretty good. I think Piccolo honestly is more relevant than Black Gohan, Boo. You know, this Piccolo is actually still pretty good. I would say this Beerus is really good. I would say this Beerus is probably better than like Bardock or Super Saiyan 2 Goku, for example. But I think Tech Ultimate Gohan alone just carries this banner. Everyone knows at this point how absurd this Tech Ultimate Gohan is nowadays. Like, he has not aged. He's over a year old now. This Tech Ultimate Gohan is over a year old. It's stupid how good he still is to this day, and I love this unit personally. So I would say if it comes to face value and what units may, you know, which banner may be better if you don't have any of these units, for example, or something like that, which would be weird if you spent all your stones this year. But let's say for example, you could use all these units. I would say the A banner is better. I mean the B banner, no, not the A banner, AO. But it's completely up to what you need in your box. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the banner itself. I'm going to bring up some units that I feel like are the most standing out and redeeming units to really consider for summoning on these banners, and even I'll also note that if I think they're possibly worth picking up with actual memorial dragon stones if you want. First and foremost, we'll go in order here, but I think Beerus is definitely one of the greater units on this banner. This Beerus is still pretty good to this day. He's still a nice Realm of Gods leader. Although Int UI Goku is definitely the better Realm of Gods leader, he's still a very good one. He just does a lot. He's built in a way to that he aged really well. You could definitely tell that about him and like Cooler, for example. They built, or even 13, you know, they built these units because they're movie units. They want them to last for a long time for these upcoming movie celebrations. So they built, like, for example, Beerus in a fashion where he's going to age extremely well. Like, these are really high numbers. Like, 70% attacking defense after receiving an attack. 150% on super attack. You know, he has a 17k defense, offensive stat, 11k defense. This guy's really good. I wish he got the rainbow orb changing much more often, but this Beerus is still, like, this Beerus is stupid still even to this day. He's a really good unit. Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, I feel like is another, you know, very worthy mentionable unit. You know, as time passes on, I saw on it a little. You know, I think the biggest reason, I don't really care too much that they changed from super class to extreme class. What I care about is that they changed from prepared for battle to Orphan of Flash. I feel like if they kept prepared for battle, same with the Goku, that'd be a lot better. But this Vegeta pre-transformation is still really, really powerful, especially if you have him set up correctly. I mean, his attack says almost 18k for a TUR. That's really good. That's really, really powerful. And, you know, his defensive stat is no joke either. I would say the issue with this Vegeta is that just probably just age. I think, you know, as over time he just looks less impressive because there's going to be power creep in general. I think that he doesn't need a lot to look good until he transforms. The 6 orbs needed to actually guard is definitely a lot. And that's what I would say about that Vegeta specifically here. And I do want to talk about him right here, but Blue Cow Ken Goku, I would say he's not one of the units you probably want to look forward to getting. I think he's aged not great at all, honestly. He has a good link set. Personally, I wouldn't recommend getting him, but I know a lot of people like him and he has his uses. So in terms of utility, I would say he's definitely something you can consider if you don't have too many Universe 7 units. But other than that, I would definitely say no. I'm just gonna bring him up because he's a unit that people either like, oh, he's so good, he's the best unit, he one shot in UI Goku, and then there's me, it's like he's shit. But I would say he's definitely this is my opinion, but I would not recommend going for him specifically. I would not consider him a unit worth summoning for on this banner specifically. I'd say it's pretty funny that he's a frontlining unit, but it's a blue Kaioken Goku, so it makes sense. Continuing on, I think Piccolo. Piccolo's not featured too often from what I recall anymore. Because again, he's an older unit. He does reveal enemy super attack. He'll help you in the Worthy Rivals, I believe, run in the Legendary Vegeta events, which I believe the Legendary Vegeta event has a Worthy Rivals category mission. So you gotta keep that in mind. It's either Worthy Rivals or it's like a team that could. I think it's Worthy Rivals. I'm pretty sure it is. Which you have to keep that in mind, definitely. He will be a very useful unit to use in that Worthy Rivals category. So that's, again, a unit you can really keep in mind regarding that specifically. MVP 17, I want to bring him up because when he gets EZA, he'll be stupid. And I think he's still pretty good to run on this day. Like, I would run 17 over Blue Kaioken Goku. I mean, that's not saying a lot, obviously. But I think what he contributes to his teams is super good, and he makes units like LR Android 17 Universe 7, LR 17 Goku and Frieza, LR Goku and Frieza. He makes units like those a lot better, and he's definitely very useful to be used on all those teams. He can basically just be thrown in any team he's on. This guy, he might get an EZA, but right now he's kind of mid, so that's all I want to say about him. I'm not really going to be speculating on like future EZAs for the most part. There's one unit I'll bring up, but that's because I feel like he's basically guaranteed EZA this celebration here. S-tier Janemba is actually pretty good. I would say he's definitely a notable unit to bring up. I would say he's just very, very powerful defensively, and he'll help you. And specifically, I believe the corroded body and mind mission for the GT Legendary Goku event. I'm sure people are definitely struggling to be that stage because that category team's not really that great. So this guy, especially if you are able to EZA him, he's a very powerful option there. STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, obviously he's really good. I'm sure a lot of people know how good he is. I wouldn't say he's necessarily needed, but he's so powerful that's like you want him. 100% you want him. Physical Cooler is not on global yet, but this guy's absurd. I would think the one issue with him is really his partners are kind of aging at this point. Even STR Cooler is kind of aging at this point, so we need like a new like a bloodline unit, which we are getting this celebration, but we don't know how exactly a full power LR Frieza will work with this guy yet. They're probably gonna work very good together. Spoiler alert, though. Either way, in the end. But right now, like, in terms of, let's not consider the Frieza, I guess, right now. Because we don't know, like, his details or anything like that. This Cooler is still very good. It's just that his partners, he needs more partners, for sure. Physical Gotenks is, I want to bring all just real quick. Physical Gotenks is really good. I just feel like he's not really needed. But he's definitely a notable unit here. Super 17. The funny thing is, I feel like it has the... Like, it has a better 120% leaders here on this. Well, I don't know. I mean, Super 17 is really good. He's not featured anymore at all, so he's something you can consider. He'll be good for like Android Saga. Not Android Saga. The Androids Extreme Super Battle Road stage that came out on JP recently. Pretty good. And then this guy, STR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I feel like he's very, very useful even to this day. He's good in the God event, good in Super Battle Road. He may be good in this new difficult content event that we're getting very soon if it's structured like the God event. There's a lot of places you could use this guy, and I feel like he's definitely a great option. In regards to units, I would recommend picking up with stones on this banner. I would say Beerus, and then Janemba and Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And I think that would be it. Maybe Cooler. Outside of that, I wouldn't really recommend grabbing anyone else here with your Memorial Stones. And even then, like, Memorial Stones is kind of a stretch to pick them in the first place. But if you really want one of these 4 units and you want to guarantee you get them, I would say it's worth to grab these ones with Memorial Stones. They're probably going to be the best aging units on this banner, I feel like, personally. And overall, just are absurd units even to this day. In regards to this banner, I would rate it like a good 6, 7 out of 10 at most. It's a nice banner, has some really great redeeming qualities, but it has units like this guy and these guys down here. It has, you know, Tech Mern Zamasu, STR Jiren, Tech Hits, and Goku Black. Transforming Goku's been on a billion banners. Future Gohan is not really that great anymore. Kefla, who's kind of aging bad. There's a lot of L's, I would say, is on this banner. Now let's talk about the superior banner, which, you know, it's definitely not like a great banner either by all means, but I still think it's the better banner. Let's get it straight out of the way. This guy is 100% worth your memorial stones. If you don't have them and you want to grab this guy with your memorial stones, go for it. I would definitely say that's a very smart decision. This guy's just good everywhere. He's on a billion category teams that could help you. You know, he's good for like all these missions. I don't remember if there's one for the legendary Vegeta event, but I know for the LGGTE, I'm pretty sure he's good for a mission there. He's in like so many super battle road stages. He's a great leader. Like, this guy's just absurd. He's like still like a top 5 TUR, even in my opinion. Like, this guy just doesn't age. He's not aging at all. It's insane. He's far and away. Where's the other units? Where is he? This guy actually didn't bring up. He's not really a unit, I would say, like, he's pretty good though. I would say he's pretty good. I don't know why I didn't really cover him. This guy is really good for sure. He's absurdly powerful, especially once he transforms. I would say though, I kind of would have liked Tech Gohan better than him. I think Tech Gohan's a lot more useful than him though. So when it comes to picking units with your stones, you want to consider how useful they're going to be to your accounts, how many stages they're going to help you beat. So like, if it's comparing to, do you have Tech Ultimate Gohan at, let's say if you don't have either of these units, and you want to know which one will be more useful to you, in the end it depends on your box, but I feel like this guy is probably going to help you be carried in difficult content way more than Inui Goku personally. But I think Inui Goku is still actually a pretty decent option to pick up with your memorial stones as well. Other than that, Cooler I think is still a decent option to pick up with your memorial stones. I wouldn't say he's like a great option to do so, but yeah, I mean, he's still definitely a very good unit to this day. Enter 13 is a very good unit. Wouldn't recommend picking them up. So I'll tell you guys which ones I recommend picking up at the end just to make it better. And Gotenks is still pretty good to this day. And Gotenks is definitely a good option. Mostly when you go Super Saiyan Gotenks, that's when he really starts kicking off. And Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. And base form is kind of meh. But once you get past that first turn, this Gotenks could be still a really good unit to this day, even with his RNG passive. Bardock's just your typical stacker. He's not really aging that well, I would say. Like, he's not like, you know, oh my god, Bardock's going crazy. The issue is that he doesn't really have like another Super Saiyan Bardock to help him really shine. But I think, you know, he still has his use as a stacker. He's on teams like Goku Family, Pure Saiyans. He's not a bad option. He has decent links too. So I think Bardock is not like an L necessarily. This Goku right here is also very good. Like I would say like all these guys right here are good still, like except for, I don't know why this Broly's up here. I think it's something with the IDs, but these guys are all still very good options compared to like the top row here, where I think it's like these two and that's like fucking Tech Boo. Ew. That's funny, Tech Boo. Namagoku, he's actually, you know, I was talking about earlier, where I think I'd be shocked if he doesn't EZA in this celebration, honestly. Like, he has to EZA. Like, I'd be stunned if he doesn't EZA. So you could probably expect it. Again, I think it's like a 90% confirmation. We won't know until we actually see the celebration details themselves. But literally, as of this moment, on the side, I am actually link leveling this guy right now. So that shows you how confident I am he's going to EZA. Even right now, he's still pretty solid. But when he EZAs, I feel like he'll easily be the best EZA TUR in the game, so that's something to really count for. Age Zamasu has his uses, but I don't think he's really that great. If we scroll down here, this guy when he EZAs will be good, but again, we're not really considering that. I think this Tech Frieza is underrated. Personally, I think this Tech Frieza, especially if he's next to like all these Wicked Bloodline cooler units, you know, Bojack, he could look very, very good stat-wise. Like, I've seen this guy in Super Battle Royale, like, do, like, 3-4 million attack stats with, like, cooler, being, like, around I want to say 200k defense, but being a very high defensive stat. The issue always with these units is that, you know, they take so long to really build up, and they lose their defense for some reason. So, I mean, again, I see people speculating this guy could easy A. I wouldn't count on it personally, but I think this guy's not that bad of an option. Like, I think he's a better option than, like, Tech Hit in Goku Black, for example. Turles will use A soon, but he's meh. I think this guy is also still useful for longer events because of his damage reduction. He gets 50% damage reduction. He raises his defense on super. Although he won't be hitting hard, he's actually still a very useful unit to use in long difficulty event. And Gogeta is really good. After his easy A, you know, I'm sure a lot of you guys know at this point. And Gogeta is really good. Shocker. Another easy A that's really good. Next three are gonna be easy A, so the next 4x. Well, everyone else here is gonna be easy A. This Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku is really, really good. I think his issue though is the Rainbow Key Spheres is not 100% reliable when he actually easy A's, because it's a high chance to do it, and he really, really relies on those Rainbow Key Spheres and getting those Rainbow Key Spheres. He's like a completely different unit with and without them, and that's really his only issue. But he can provide himself the Rainbow Key Spheres, and he can look absurd once he gets those. Again, same as Goku, everyone else how good this guy is. He's going to age incredibly well. I feel like he's going to age less well than Goku, though, but he's still a very good unit. Physical Vegeta Blue, everyone knows how good he is. I don't have to explain. Counters, multiple super attacks. You know, this guy's stupid even to this day. He's still like a very good option to run. Tech Golden Frieza, no one really talks about him, but he's still good. He's still very good. You can throw him on these difficult content and he'll just tank everything for you. Because it's 80% damage reduction is just stupid. I feel like that's what he has, right? I think he's 80% when he easy A's. Am I correct? Let's check here. Yes, 80% damage reduction when he easy A's. He still has an under 50% HP as well, but it's only 50%. Still good. This Taekwondo Frieza is still good. This guy is good for Super Battle Road stages. I think his issue is that he's in like 4 categories, so you don't really get too much to shine with this Omega Shenron. But once he's easy and stuff like that all enemies minus 40% attack is pretty devastating. Ingenemba is actually still pretty good to this day. He's not really like a super like, oh my god option anymore, like he used to be, but he still gets the job done, I would say, very well. This Ingenemba is still very, very good. So again, like, I'm sure you guys kind of understood. I was talking about a lot more units on this banner, I feel like, than this banner specifically. Maybe it was a little more even, but again, if we're talking about like the overall value, like, there's the units on this banner, although some of them may not be the greatest thing ever, I don't think they're going to be as bad as like these two, pulling these two, you know, transforming Goku's on every banner, stuff like that. Physical Omega Shenron, Tech Merge Zamasu, you know, stuff like, well, I guess this banner has Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Again, I don't think none of these banners are specifically great, but I think Tech Ultimate Gohan alone just carries this banner. Even disregarding every single other unit here, like, if you don't have this guy or you don't have him rainbowed, it's clear you have to summon on this banner. Because again, it even has Cooler right here. Well, this banner has Tech Boo. That's my opinion in the end. Let me know what you guys think, which banners you're going to be summoning on. Wish you all luck on your tickets and your potential choices for the Memorial Stones. When they come out in game, maybe I'll make a second updated video depending on if there's different exchanges, if there's a updated exchange rate. We'll see. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Actually, I forgot to go ahead and do one last thing here. So, Luca Dokkan did confirm right here for us. It's in the news, but there's actually LRs unfeatured on this ticket banner specifically. So, all LRs until Int God Goku are actually available on the ticket banners. So, I didn't actually have this pull up, but let's go ahead and pull up like Legendary Power, for example. So, it would be any LR up to God Goku, basically. That's an unfeatured LR. So, let's look at Int, for example. We'll have this LR going Easy, Goku, Trunks, and Pan, God Goku right here. I believe, okay, God Goku released on 2019 of November. So we'll probably see, again, Trunks and Maya on there as well. We'll see, unfortunately, not Asteria Goku. I believe he's 2020, right? Yes, he is 2020. We'll see LR Astero Broly, which, you know, if we pull him unfeatured is a really good pull. This LR Astero Frieza, I believe he's also before, correct? Yes, so, I mean, he could get an easy A soon. LR Bardock, I guess, you know, this Trunks may be up for an easy A soon. Cell is actually pretty good with an LR Cell, I'd say. Not like the greatest selection of units ever. You know, Ijo Manji Vegeta just got his easy A. Yeah, again, not the greatest selection units of ever, but it's definitely not bad. Kel and Caulifla are actually also there as well. They're before God Goku. So yeah, pretty solid though, I'd say in the end. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching again. Actually, Tech Broly on there? Tech Broly is on there. Ooh, okay, so there's some decent options there unfeatured, I'd say. As all the people keep saying it's kind of meh, but honestly, I think it's just decent options. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and say again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.